Believe me, you may, but even after releases like Final Fantasy VII Rebirth on PC, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Avowed, Assassin's Creed Shadows, and Monster Hunter Wilds, this year still has way too many cool RPGs to look forward to. So let's not waste any time and get into the upcoming role-playing games releasing in 2025 and launch that calendar app while you're at it. The premise of Expedition 33 is weirdly wild. You face a paintress who wakes up once a year and paints a number, and everyone of that age are essentially Thanos snapped out of existence. So this year she's going to paint the number 33, but your team must ensure that she never paints again. The game is a turn-based RPG that wears its Final Fantasy influences on its sleeves. You can expect some deep gear customization and character team-ups, big monsters to fight, and from the looks of it, some gorgeous visuals to drool over. It's been 6 years since the last mainline Borderlands release, so this one is going to be a big one. I don't think Gearbox will change their formula a whole lot with this one, so Borderlands fans already know what to expect. A fresh crop of bad guys to shoot at, enormous amount of wacky guns to shoot with, and some fun environments to perform this maddening dance of violence in. We just hope they steer clear of the toilet humor, which hey, the developers did promise they will, so that's something. Elden Ring was a huge success for From Software, and so it seems they aren't letting go of the franchise anytime soon. So instead of an expansion or a sequel, we are getting something different, a co-op roguelite. From what we have seen of the game so far, the action seems a lot more fast-paced, where the focus is on repeated runs of the same map instead of the usual slow and deliberate exploration of the game's world. But the game seems pretty fun and should be right up the alley for Souls fans, even though the style and tempo of the game is entirely different. I don't think even Xbox knows when Fable will release, but here's hoping it's this year, although it's most likely going to be delayed to 2026, but let's think positive thoughts here. We haven't seen much gameplay from the Fable reboot or at all really, but we do know that developers Playground Games seems to have gotten the sarcastically dry British humor just right, which seems to suggest that they might be on the right track. Whether or not Fable will live up to its legacy remains to be seen, but we are all excited to see more of it sometime soon. Come on Xbox, show us something. This is another game that follows the D&D 5e rule set much like Baldur's Gate 3, and after that game's success, expectations for Solasta 2 to deliver an equally impressive RPG will be pretty damn high. Sure, they are entirely different games, but fans have tasted the good stuff now and there is no going back. The original Solasta was pretty authentic to its roots and offered a deep RPG system, but was rather rough around the edges and the story wasn't something to pour over. If the developers can keep those in check, Solasta 2 can potentially deliver the goods. Obsidian is an RPG factory at this point for Xbox, and after Avowed, they are preparing the Outer Worlds 2 for this year. To be honest, I wasn't a fan of the first one. While the game starts great, it gets lethargic and boring really quick, even though I did like some of the characters in the game and the overall world building. So here's hoping Obsidian fixes those issues at the very least. Not much is known about the sequel though, except that it's going to be longer, the stealth system will be better, and we should have more planets and worlds to explore. The visuals will get a facelift too, by which I also hope that means less Bethesda style facial animations and more Baldur's Gate 3 style animation. But I guess that's hoping for too much. There is very little chance this game is going to be any good considering the long development time and the change of hands with the developers themselves. Now the Chinese room is at the helm, who are more known for smaller but quality horror experiences like Everybody's Gone to the Rapture, so for them to release a sprawling and deep RPG will be a tough task, but let's give them a chance and see what they can come up with, but keep the expectations in check. And that's that. Some pretty cool RPGs releasing this year. Are you looking forward to playing any of them? Let us know in the comments below.